Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the new moon, which is going to be June 6th. And this new moon has so many planets in Taurus. So everything about Taurus energy will be activated. Now, Taurus is a beautiful sign. It is ruled by Venus, and Venus will be in Taurus during this time. So it is a beautiful time. The only thing is, with this particular day of the new moon, we do have Venus exactly conjunct the sun and the moon. Remember, a new moon is when the sun and the moon are exactly conjunct. But Venus being exact with this is a little way too much energy. It's actually, this particular day is actually when Venus is called Cassimi. I mean, it is one with the new moon. All three planets, the sun, the moon, and Venus, all sit at 22 degrees of Taurus. And I actually love these master numbers, 22, 22, 22. This is like a day of mastery, I have to say. But this is the only day, because this is when Venus is Cassimi. What is Cassimi? Whenever a planet is exactly the same degree as the sun. And the moon's there, of course. But here's the situation. If it's not exactly conjunct the sun, then it's combust the sun, and planets too close to the sun are not good. So in other words, the day before and the day after this, it's combust. So this day is sort of like where you have a vision, because what happens is Venus unites with the sun and they become one. So the sun puts out the rays and the energy of Venus. So it's a day of Venusian energy. And Venus rules beauty, it rules music, the arts of all forms. It rules, just the arts and beauty and charm and grace. It is the planet that deals with anything of the aesthetic quality of admiring art, the art form. And I always think of Taurus as being the most beautiful art form of all, which deals with nature, flowers, the beauty of this earth. It's a day to bask and relax and realize the beauty of everything in this world. Now, it's only for one day, because then you get Venus on the other side of the sun. It's combust. So it's like, just use this new day of the new moon to really bask in the beauty of the world. And meditate on the things that you are grateful for, the beauty, the serenity, the peace, the calm, because it is an intense day. Seriously, all these planets in Taurus have been coming along and going through the Pleiades, which deals with the weeping sisters. This is a serious part of the zodiac. Lots happens when planets go through Taurus. Algol, which is the demonic star, deals with treachery, beheading, losing your head, sits at 2 degrees, almost 3 degrees of Taurus. And Uranus is coming upon this degree, so we're going to see a lot of action of sudden, unexpected events dealing with people losing their head and violence. This is pretty much going to be in effect throughout the summer months, pretty much. And Jupiter sits here at 8 degrees on this day, very close to Alcyone, the star that is really the determinants of the whole scenario of this Taurus Pleiades weeping sisters. These planets of the 7 weeping sisters. So what are we talking about here? They're weeping because they were falsely accused of betrayal, of adultery to their husbands. Now, this can bring on the whole effects of what and who is being falsely accused of things. Maybe in your personal life, but definitely in the world affairs of events that are going on. Just watch and see how that is unfolding. Now, I like the fact that Mars is away from these planets, but still during this new moon, Mars is in the 12th house from the new moon. And the 12th house deals with secret agendas and things going on behind the scenes. And Mars is revving up with all sorts of power and energy by the fact that it's in Aries. Saturn being in Aquarius surrounds the sign of Pisces, where Rahu is. This is actually what we call Papakatari, where a particular sign has a malefic on one side and another malefic on the other side. So they sandwich in the sign of Pisces, which Pisces is not in a good place during this time period, while Mars is still in Aries, because Saturn's going to be in Aquarius for a while. So if you have planets in Pisces, you feel a little bit of a struggle, feeling hemmed in or stuck in some way. You might be feeling that. But overall, I just want to say that this is a day of appreciation of the beautiful things of the world, all the arts. Use this day to go to the movies, be an appreciation of beautiful things. Go shopping, only on this one day though, because otherwise, with Venus being burnt, relationships are problematic throughout most of this month, with Venus being combust, as well as really earlier in May, we had Jupiter combust, but Jupiter's getting a wide orb between the sun now. So Jupiter's not so harmed by this, but Venus is completely. And although Venus in Taurus is wonderful, realize that there's something that's out of whack. And you know what I think it actually is? Venus rules peace. And maybe this is a day, just this day, to recognize peace, to recognize where it can come from. Really, a lot of meetings and focus should be put on this day of the new moon, because Venus is exactly conjunct it. And Venus is extremely strong in Taurus. But after this, when it's combust, the beauty and the protection and the peace-loving aspect of Venus is over. Yes. But please, please use this day of this new moon to see the beauty in your life, in your world, in yourself. And it will guide you for future events to come, because we've got a lot that we're about to go through. Another thing I noticed about this day that's quite wonderful is the fact that Jupiter and Pluto are in a trine, within a degree of an exact trine. And these are the planets of transformation and manifestation together. They create huge events that can change the world, and I do mean for the better. So this new moon is valuable and very powerful. It occurs in the nakshatra Rohini. Rohini is the best place the moon can be. So essentially we have an exalted moon and Venus in it's one of its most powerful positions, which is Taurus. It rules Taurus. So this Venus moon is magnificent. It deals with beauty and it deals with peace. And I hope some peace talks, something can get done this day. Maybe the release of some of the prisoners, something good should come of this day, even though it's very temporary and very fleeting and very short. Too bad, but it is. Consider this. Jupiter and Venus are together in Taurus. Taurus is about harmony, peace, love. It's also about money, and that's another thing that this has going on. There is so much going on in the financial markets in the world, and I think it's going to get harder and more stressful. The writing's on the wall, but Saturn and Jupiter are getting ready to form a square to each other, and that's not great for the economy. But all in all, let me just go back to the facts. This is a day that Venus and the moon are all powerful. Use this feminine, beautiful, loving energy to create and master something today, June 6th. So with that, I think I'll close. If you would like more information on me, you can always go to my website, galacticcenter.org. Don't forget to sign up for my free newsletter and check out my Patreon page. Last but not least, the Galactic Planner is about to come out, and you can get and try it free for a month. Jump on, and this is galacticplanner.com. And don't forget, we're going to start studying a new semester this summer. So go to universityofvedicastrology.com. Thank you.